tried many different platforms in order to bring the Russian invasion of Ukraine to the solution through the diplomatic negotiations and discussions. And let me remind to our viewers that more than 200 different formats of negotiations have been happening, including that one that you just mentioned in your introduction. So the effort has been constant, but if the result was not achieved, then probably that's not enough yet. That was done in order to make the Russian Federation to respect international law and to respect territorial integrity and sovereignty of Ukraine.
Are you optimistic that the meeting in Saudi Arabia will produce the much-needed results, paving way for better negotiations that will lead to ceasefire?
I think that the negotiations and discussions will definitely provide the world with another yet confirmation that Ukrainians want peace more than anyone else, and that we always been determined to the peace solution and solution through the diplomacy. And that's why Ukrainian delegation is discussing this on different platforms.
There has been criticism that the European Union or member states have been stumbling blocks in terms of pushing Ukraine not to agree to a peace process. What will it take for Ukraine to agree to a ceasefire?
You see, we have to clearly understand that the ceasefire is not the goal of Ukraine. The goal of Ukraine is sustainable peace, and the deprival of Russia of the opportunity to attack Ukraine again any time in the future. So we have to establish that setup of circumstances and consequences, and also the mechanisms of accountability for the perpetrator, that the peace that we will agree on will be lasting and sustainable.
When we talk about South Africa, President Ramaphosa hosting President Zelenskyy, what will be of interest from Ukraine's side?
This engagement is very timely. It's timely for both countries, for Ukraine and South Africa. It will be the first visit of Ukrainian President to South Africa since the establishment of diplomatic relations. And both our countries are young democracies. I think it's so crucial for us to have these engagements not only on the platforms of multilateral fora, but also bilaterally, as we're doing. And President Ramaphosa visited Ukraine before. Now President Zelenskyy is coming. It's, of course, a lot of bilateral agenda. It's probably will be a good signal for our sectoral cooperation and the institutions involved into it, including businesses, indicating that there is a broader interest, but also there is a dedication from the government to support such engagements. Meantime, there will be, I very much sure, the multilateral agenda and the discussions around the need of the reforms of certain multilateral institutions and the issue of the consequences and repercussions of Russian invasion of Ukraine. We very much hope to discuss the issue of the abducted children that have to be returned to Ukraine, maybe prisoners of war. The agenda actually is still under the discussion by both sides, and as soon as we agree on it, we can speak more about it.
And finally, do you think South Africa can play a role in ensuring that the country and also the continent does support a peace process, as you pointed out, a lasting solution. People are saying South Africa is too close to Russia and South Africa is not a neutral player. That's the criticism that South Africa had to deal with for almost 3 years now. But it looks like there's an about turn from Ukraine.
We've been consistent in discussions with South Africa and pointing out and encouraging South Africa to participate in different discussions and peace processes in the peace formula of Zelenskyy. We do believe South Africa has the role to play, and we very appreciate the mission that came led by President Ramaphosa to Ukraine, but also the South African side was participating in the discussions within the peace formula of President Zelenskyy, particularly on the return of the Ukrainian children abducted by Russia.